Welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're going to be trying out the new, supposedly AFK crab hunter method. Now, this isn't just AFK, it's supposed to be decent XP, and the crabs are actually the only way to get some of the secondaries for and the new potions coming out. So Ironmen are going to be forced to do this, and it might also be good XP. But there's 3 different ways to do it. 3 different levels, I guess I should say. Low levels here in Pandemonium. The blue crabs are in the Tortuga place, the great conch, and the rainbow crabs, that's just under 70 sailing on an island south of Varlamore. So that's going to be later down the line, and the sad part about that is you need fancy fish cuts, so you know, stuff from sharks and stuff. So this might not be as interesting AFK for Ironman, but probably be good for main accounts. But I'll show you the location of each. You build the crates, the traps, exactly the same on each place. That's why it's only 10 construction for all. And yeah, let's show you the other places. Everybody knows how to get to Pandemonium, but for the great conch, if you haven't been there, then probably don't know. You're just gonna have to complete the quest so you can access that fairy ring. Once you get access to that fairy ring, take these rocks right down. It should be about 50 agility, no? Yeah, exactly 50 actually. And then you can head down south here. These rowboats work just like Fossil Island. The eastern coast will lead you to the coral nursery, which I got a video on. And then the northern coast, getting us where we want to go, to the blue crabs. So here's the blue crabs, probably the main training place for most irons in terms for crabs, but let's check out the last crab place as well. It's called the Crown Jewel, and it should be just south of Varlamore, which, yep, it is. So future down the line, you're definitely going to want to, you know, AFK there the whole day. You're going to want to just, you know, start a work shift there, have tons of fancy fish, and get going, because that is far from anything. I did not expect these to be so close to each other. I knew that they said it was going to be AFK, but man, this looks very, very nice. Let's use our bucket, plank, and 2 nails to build a hole. If you have under 80 hunter, make sure you're choosing which 4 you want to do, right? I'd probably do these 4, but I have over 80 hunter, so I am going to make all of the traps. I guess you could build all the traps and only use 4, but it's up to you. All right. Now that we have all of these built, let's reset the XP. Try this method out. Let's get going. Try the XP, but all right, let's just get a gauge of what goes on here. Okay, so you just click once, and then click twice. There's no is there a reset? There's no reset. Honestly, if there was a reset, this would probably be too easy. I'm wondering if I could fail. This is very chill. Oh wow. It's so easy that it's not AFK. Like, these guys are getting trapped quick. I am 85 hunter though, so I wonder if that's making them get trapped quicker. Oh, and you can't like bow and arrow them to kill them, to spawn them quicker or anything. So I guess you just gotta stay on. Okay, not AFK at all, but only 1 minute and 50 seconds to get a whole inventory. I don't know if these are worth anything, probably not, but the main method's going to be here. After we're going to set up, I'm going to come back with an empty inventory, get pestle and mortar, see if we can get this herblore paste down. This isn't the official test, but I was getting over 90k XP per hour, by the way. I'm just going to go over this very briefly, because I'm going to use the pestle and mortar to use this for herblore the whole time. But you can 1-tick these for cooking XP, and then you can also cook them after. So I am going to save 1 inventory of these. That is what I'm doing, but I'll be back with the pestle and mortar. Actually, you know what? Let's just see how much XP we get here. So you can 1-tick the crabs and then drop them for cook XP, or you can bank them. Wow, for a low level, that's kind of crazy. No, 145. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get cooking XP in this game now. So it's not OP by any means, but that is a very nice way to get extra cooking XP. I'm only 85 because Monique's got 99 for the team. So this is still decent XP for me, but yeah. Not bad, not bad. Just a lot more banking, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. So when you got everything set up in your inventory, you should only need fish offcuts, the knife or pestle and mortar, whichever method you're using to dispose of the crab, or just shift drop, and then teleport out if you want. And that's pretty much it. You don't even need to teleport out. You can just go back to the bank with this spot. All right, so we have the crab. Go up to the next one. Boom. Not bad. Okay, so put this down below. Put this down below. Finish the trap, and then pestle and mortar. It is by no means even close to AFK, especially if you're getting all the crab meat. It's definitely, I don't know if I misheard them say that or if that's what the original goal was, but either way, I'm getting so much XP that I do not care if it's not AFK. If you do need AFK Hunter XP, there is a gorilla method. You're gonna just, you know, plant the bananas under the rocks as a gorilla, and it's pretty chill. So I'm not mad this isn't AFK with the great XP and the great herblore supplies. My only problem with all of this is the higher level crab needs fancy fish, so you're literally throwing out a raw shark to catch a crab, which that's just ridiculous to me. Like, that's crazy. But all right, I'll stop yapping. Let's get to it. All right, now I got a slight rhythm. I'm going to reset the XP tracker. I'm not gonna lie, it's very satisfying that they never fail. I think that's the thing. It's so smooth because it never fails. That's what's really satisfying. Just going clockwise in this has been going pretty well for me. Not thinking about it too much. Finish up, go clockwise again. Yes, everything seems pretty much exactly timed, so you don't want to mess up your rhythm, actually. You want to be as least AFK as possible, so the rhythm stays exactly the same. It's smooth, it's smooth. I think this could, like, teach noobs how to get tick perfect. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm not even joking. My final rhythm is keeping one crab and one pestle and mortar down, right here. And then just spamming these whenever I need to. And that should be final change of the whole process. From then, just going clockwise, mindless, don't have to even think. All right, this is pretty much running to an end of 200 fish offcuts. Pretty much getting to 115k XP per hour. That's very solid, since honestly half the reason I'm here is, or probably more than half the reason I'm here, is for the new herblore supplies. So the XP is just an added bonus on top. But yeah, over 170 crab paste. That's because the first batch of blue crabs I banked. We could test out the cooking. Even after doing it for 10-15 minutes, thoroughly enjoy it. It's definitely not AFK, but I was thinking during it, on mobile, you could just sit between these and harvest and then regrow. Harvest, you're gonna get way less XP, but at least you're getting something on mobile. Yeah, does anybody else remember saying these are supposed to be super AFK? Because I thought that's what they said, but either way, it's such good XP, I'm not gonna complain. 101k, you'll definitely get your money back if you're a main. By the way, for fish offcuts, I'm just knifing up the barbarian fish that I banked in my fishing barrel at Chambers of Zarek. It's actually really good AFK XP per hour. Conveniently enough, I'll be able to actually use these for fish offcuts. I never would have guessed that when I was out starting up that, so that's funny as heck. But yeah, just knifing through these. You can quick knife them. You can't quick knife the fancy fish cuts, so you're gonna be wasting a raw shark and taking all that time to AFK and cut it, and then you're gonna have to hunt the crabs. So that's another reason why I think the main training method might be the blue crabs, and the rainbow crabs is for either rich mains, number one, or number two, just people trying to get that herblore secondary. Since there seems to be a 100% catch rate for any level, I'm actually going to be able to check how much XP per hour you could get with the red crabs by only using 4 traps and being at the red crabs. So yeah, we checked out the blue crabs for the mid-level or the high-level Ironman, and now we'll check out red crabs for anybody just looking for some XP, or maybe an easier way to get the crab paste. Should be exactly the same. So the thing about the red crabs is you're so close to a bank that you could probably cook it. Is this going to be an alternate Ironman cooking method? Because there's a, you could use the knife and then the cooking pot right there, right? So if you really need cooking XP, and especially if you like an ultimate Ironman or something, this could be sweet. But even with 4, I'm pretty active the whole time, so it's a good method. It's only 64 XP each, probably half of the blue nearly. But regardless, right near a bank, right near a cooking pot, it's pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna go strictly for XP for a few minutes, see what I can get. And then we'll try out the cooking methods. The good thing is the crab paste is exactly the same as the blue tier. The only one that changes is the 3rd tier of crab. Alright, seems pretty steady around 55 to 60k per hour max, which is really good for that low of a level, and right next to a bank for food, all that stuff. Alright, let's test out what the majority of the inventory would get us if we were going to cook. Obviously, you could knife up these crabs as you go, so you won't have to be doing this here. Just want to show you an example of what you could do if you're a newer player, Ultimate Ironman, whatever it is. And we have a fire right here, so 85, right? That's nearly 100 each crab. You're going to get over 2k cooking XP per inventory. It's going to slow down your hunter XP a bit, but these probably aren't bad food either, you know? If you get 85 cooking XP for it, it's going to be something decent. Alright, why am I talking about crab paste so much? Well, let's see. I think you make the pillar potion, and then put crab paste in it. There is a super hunter potion, so let's check it out. 91 hunter. That is insane, man. That is insane. But other than that, what is this? What do you do for this? I think you just combine them. Oh, you need 5 crab paste. Oh, my bad. So 5 crab paste, which is a lot more than the potion, which is kind of surprising, but let's check that out. Okay, 5 crab paste for the anti-odor salt. Now you use this on a trap and pretty much way less likely to get caught. So now you have super hunter and anti-odor salt, and you get tons of XP from the crabs. This really sets you up good for hunter. I really like this method, I'm not gonna lie. Well, this was a lot less AFK than I thought, but actually a lot better of a method than I thought. You get a ton of paste, get a ton of Herblore XP. Afterwards, you could get cooking XP for noobs, and yeah, I like this a lot more than I thought I would, but hope you guys did too. Please like and subscribe, and peace.